Greetings YouTube, Ben Ninja is back with another top 5 video. So I just did my top 5 for 2015 Nintendo 3DS games. Now it is time for my top 5 2015 Wii U games. These are, and as with the 3DS game top 5, I obviously haven't gotten every game that has released on the Wii U for 2015. There have been games that have caught my attention, like Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, and there was also one that I'm pretty sure no one has ever heard of. It's called The Legend of K. K? I think it's K. Something like that. Anyways, that had also caught my attention and I was meaning to get, but I never actually got around to actually purchasing them or trying them out. So obviously this. And there are also Wii U games that had never at all piqued my interest, but I definitely have a few of those Wii U games. Not enough for honorable mentions, as again with the 3DS version, but enough for me to make a top 5. And so with that, let's get to it. My number 5. Mario Party 10. And yes, I know, it's really not that good of a game when you look at it. But if you have the people, if you have the people to play with, then Mario Party 10 can be quite the fun game. Sure, it doesn't stand up with other Mario Party games, and the amiibo functionality is not really that fun at all. It still stands out more than, say, Amiibo Festival for Animal Crossing. And yes, I have that game. Yes, I have the Amiibo. The only reason why I have that game is because of the Kix Amiibo that comes out in January. Because Kix is honestly my favorite Animal Crossing Amiibo. Or Animal Crossing character, sorry. And so when I saw that he has an Amiibo, I just could not resist. Sure, the game can be fun, but honestly, if I were to choose that or Mario Party probably beats it out for a lot of things, because Mario Party actually has a lot of different modes that you can do. Animal Crossing doesn't have that much. Animal Crossing does have mini games, but it's not in the game like in Mario Party. It's outside of the board games, and so yeah, it's just, it doesn't really feel like Animal Crossing meets up with Mario Party 10 when it comes to the party games. So yeah, that's why Mario Party 10 is here, because it's either that or really Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, and Mario Party 10 is, in my opinion, a lot better than the Animal Crossing one. So yeah, number 5, not that great. But number 4 is Yoshi's Woolly World. Yoshi's Woolly World is an amazing game. It's so adorable, and it's a really interesting take on Nintendo's part to make Yoshi's game yarn based, kind of like Kirby's Epic Yarn, but it's just Kirby's Epic Yarn. It was just like the yarn outlined the characters. This is full on yarn figurines and plushies of the Yoshi world, and it's so amazing. The story is a little random. Just, I honestly haven't finished the game yet, so I can't quite say as to why, if the story is really cool or whatever. As far as all I know is that Kamek just comes to Yoshi's Island and unravels all but 2 Yoshis, and those 2 Yoshis have to go ravel their friends back, and that's pretty much all plot line of what I know. But still, the gameplay is still fun. The take on the yarn is amazing, and the amiibo functionality, while it is kind of lacking, I do enjoy playing as like a Robin or a Fox Yoshi and running around all the place. It is quite cute, I will not lie. The only thing I really wish, I guess they just didn't get, I don't know why, but I just don't understand why the Pokemon Amiibo don't have their own costumes when it comes to Yarn Yoshi. they just get they just get an amiibo shirt like some of the other amiibo that don't have functionality with it too. It seems weird that the Pokemon don't get their own costumes, but I guess it's just because of the Pokemon Company not wanting to have that happen, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. But still, the Yoshi's game is still a lot of fun. I enjoy it a lot. It's just that, like I said before, I haven't beaten the game yet, so I can't quite say if I enjoy it or not. I've gotten to World 4, I think. I think it's World 4. Yeah, it's been a little while since I played it, but I still haven't stopped playing it. That much is for certain. It's a game that I still will probably keep playing, but yeah, it's just a really fun game from what I've seen so far, and yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say about Yoshi's Woolly World, sorry. Anyways, let's go on to the next one. Number 3, Super Mario Maker. And credit for this goes to the name at the top there, 6 Gonzalo Cortez 4.deviantart.com. Okay, so yeah, credit goes to this guy for this picture. Anyways, so yeah, Super Mario Maker, really fun game when you can make your own games based on any of these styles of Mario, either the original Super Mario Brothers, the Super Mario Brothers 3, Super Mario World, or the new Super Mario Bros. U. And it's just so fun to play. It's really It's a really interesting take for the 30th anniversary of Super Mario Brothers. And honestly, it is a lot of fun to create your own levels, whether like the simple ones, which is probably what I would have to do because I'm not really that creative when it comes to designing things, or the more intense ones that people probably break their controllers over, which would also probably be me. But to play these iconic games, or at least play levels through these iconic themes, is amazing. Like, I try to find mostly Super Mario World games because I grew up with the Super Mario World game. I played that so much. I was like 10 at the time, and I was not good at the game, but I enjoyed it, and the music was amazing. So that's why I really loved that game. And I love playing the Super Mario World games too. Also, the amiibo functionality is pretty amazing. I really like seeing 8-bit Wii Fit Trainer and 8-bit Ike and all those characters running around all over the place. While I am happy that that Pikachu, Charizard, all the Pokemon amiibo do get costumes in this one, unlike Yoshi's Woolly World, they just have the same sound effects as normal Mario, which is also kind of upsetting. So again, probably because of the Pokemon companies, because of their contracts, they probably couldn't do anything like that. But it's upsetting to see that kind of thing happen. But it's just like really whatever at this point. But it's fun to play. It's certainly challenging, and then all the costumes are certainly fun in their own way. So yeah, definitely one of my favorites, but definitely not my absolute favorite. These last two were definitely difficult to choose between because both were really amazing games, and I just honestly feel like I had to go for this one for number 2. Splatoon. Splatoon is a game that everyone, I believe, loves, and considering this game won Best Multiplayer for 2015 at the Game Awards, that's an amazing thing. I honestly was not expecting it. Well, kind of, but also not really, if you kind of get what I'm saying. It's amazing that such a new IP could get so popular so fast, especially in Japan. It's because as far as I'm concerned, new IPs in Japan usually don't last long. Anyways, but yeah, Splatoon is an amazing game. The single player is actually really good, despite how short it is. It all depends on how short it. Okay, so I actually had a lot of free time on my hand when Splatoon came out, so I was able to get to level 20 and be the first single player in 2 days, literally. I'm not even kidding. I did it in 2 days. I got to the furthest level at the time, being level 20, and beat the single player all within 2 days. Isn't that crazy? I certainly didn't get all the unlockable clothes and gear yet, or at the time, but I did all that within the 2 days. But oh yeah, I keep going off track. Oh yeah. So a new IP, and it's an amazing IP. No one would have expected Nintendo to make a game about a multiplayer game about inklings or squid people shooting ink, and how you win is not through getting the most kills, but covering the most turf, or keeping control of Splat Zone, taking the tower or Rainmaker all the way to the other enemy's turf, which is an amazing thing for both things, because it's not something you would expect, and I love it. I don't think anyone saw this coming when they had announced it back in E3 of 2014, I believe it was. Yeah, it was back in 2014. And it's just, the game is so addictive, to be completely honest. You can play it for hours, and it's just non-stop action and fun. And not to mention all the weapons and the DLC with it, all the maps, all the new gear, the weapons. It's just so amazing. The only thing that hasn't come is the Octolings, and people keep speculating that Octolings can be playable eventually. Like, you can have the option to switch between Inkling and Octoling. I honestly don't think that's gonna happen, but it would be pretty cool if they actually added that. So yeah, Splatoon. It's really great game. Really love it. The IP, like I said, having it being a new IP is amazing, especially for Nintendo, who rarely does that. But there was a game that I really felt like deserved number one. Even though I really felt this, I was very tempted to give it to Splatoon. There was one other game that I felt deserved number one. That being Xenoblade Chronicles X. This game is amazing. As you may know, in my 3DS title, I gave third place to Xenoblade Chronicles 3D because it was an amazing game and all that. But the main difference is Xenoblade Chronicles X is its own game. It's not a remake. It's not a reboot or a prequel or a sequel to the to Xenoblade Chronicles, the Wii or 3DS version. It's its own It is Xenoblade in many aspects. There are some creatures that are shared between the worlds. There are game mechanics that are shared, but it's its own story. It doesn't follow Shulk or Ryan or Dunban or Ricky or any of them. It has its own story, it has its own plot, and it's just amazing. The gameplay is fun. There's so many of the great game mechanics from the original Xenoblade Chronicles that they transferred over to this one, such as the chain attack. Well, not actually. I don't know. I don't think I've seen the chain attacks yet. But there is the things that lead up to the chain attacks, like the bonds that you can build up between doing things, they're doing actions while you're battling, and those actions, if you build them up high enough and like have certain bars filled up, if you were to die, or one of your teammates were to die, you could go up to them, or they could come up to you and revive you and keep the battle going, so you wouldn't have to restart. And that's another thing that was transferred over. It's something that that some people, more hardcore gamers, don't like, but more casual players or people who like this kind of thing, like me, was transferred over. It was, if you were to die, you wouldn't lose any of your experience, you wouldn't lose any items, you pretty much would just be exactly where you were. The only thing is you would restart at the latest checkpoint, the latest landmark you were at. And that's a really cool thing, because you could just, if you die, there's no risk of losing anything. And you could just keep going forward without having to worry about losing anything, and that's a really cool thing. I really enjoy that gameplay mechanic that Xenoblade Chronicles and Xenoblade Chronicles X have, because that way I know there's no risk. Really, I can just continue on and not worry about anything. And if I find myself coming across a too strong of a enemy, I can just go around the area, beat up a bunch of guys, and try again until I can keep it up, and I can repeat the process until I eventually win. And that's happened. And because of that, I have no problems with this game. It's just too much fun for me. And the plot is amazing. I'm really loving it. Or should I say, I'm really feeling it. I'm really feeling this plot. I know that's a pretty bad joke, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, Xenoblade Chronicles X is an amazing RPG game. It's so amazing. I'm just upset that it was released just 2 days before the 2015 Game Awards, because honestly, I really felt like this game, had it been able to be nominated, it would have won Game of the Year over Witch Hunter. Even though I've never played Witch Hunter, so I can't say if it is better than Witch Hunter, but I honestly love it so much, and I know a lot of people love it just as much. So it would not surprise me, is what I'm trying to say, if it did win Game of the Year for 2015. And that just makes me wonder, is it going to be qualified for 2016? Because if it is, I think it's going to win then. But anyways, so yeah, that's my top 5 for Wii U games. What did you guys think? Do you guys agree with my list? Is there other games that you felt like should have been on this list? Let me know in the comments. Be sure to subscribe and all that good stuff. Let me know what other top 5 lists you would like me to do. I'll be sure to try to do this on Top 5 Tuesday, since that is technically what I should be doing. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. What were your favorite games of the year? And until then, arigato and goodbye.